think it's working. Bon après-midi, tout le monde. It's 2 o'clock here in New Orleans. So we're going to be working on... Sorry, let me turn this down. Let's start talk Neil deGrasse Tyson and Lord Nice with Brian Greene. I listen to it almost on a daily basis. So what we're going to do is I have this watercolor and I want to add reflection into the... I've never done like a reflection like this before, and I knew it would have to be like an opaque something I put on top of the watercolor. So I bought some inks, acrylic inks, because they have to be able to whoosh around with a little water perhaps, or brighten the color with the white. So I had to go drop a pretty penny, you know. And this is an experiment. I'm not used these before. Just a second, let me get a blade to open this up. Sorry about the wait. Okay, so this whole painting started out as a sketch. You know, I've done stuff like this similar, so I already kind of had an idea. So I just kind of sketched it out. It'd be like a dude playing trumpet, just classic New Orleans scene. I was thinking the St. Louis Cathedral in the background or something. I wasn't sure. Well, as I painted it, the cathedral got sort of painted out, and I added some people in the background. But so I want to re-add back in the St. Louis Cathedral, and I want to make this is only 60% done, by the way. I haven't colored in the front guy. The main subject is not even colored in. It's still in sketch form. These people are not even colored in. Okay, so there's going to be reflection on the bars, which I've done once, and it turned out great. And I'm going to try it again. So I got different colored inks to try to put on the reflection to be different, since it's different colors around. Or maybe just white will work. I do not know. So I got some these. Oh. These are dollar rounding, FW. You know, that's cyan blue. And I got these, you know, being an artist, you know, green. Being an artist can get very expensive. Now, I also have my trumpet somebody threw away. So when I go to paint that, I could just use the real trumpet. I Google imaged around, like, you know, I have the cathedral here. But in this case, I usually try to use my own photos and Google images and things, or whatever I can find as a reference, but I couldn't find one. So I did use artificial intelligence to make some, based off of my sketch and what I wanted to do, to give me an idea. I'm not trying to copy any AI pictures. There's 2 of them. But rather, I'm trying to say, oh, I like the way that the water, I know how to do that effect with watercolor. You know. So anyway, let me get this situated up and we're going to get started. Because we got to move, man. We got to get this thing going. All right. Is that going to be good? Last time the angle was not good. And I don't know how to make it better. So come down with this. Okay, maybe that'll be better. That, yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that works. All right, let's get into bifocals. So I'm thinking, always got your paper towels on hand, always. I'm thinking I'm gonna do some little test cups. Hopefully y'all can see that. I can't tell with this phone. Oh yeah, I got purple too. I'm gonna do some little test cups. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors, 8 with white. Okay. So I've found. Ooh, geez, you got to really shake stuff up, or it just doesn't look right. Is that correct? Am I using this right? I guess so. Okay. So I could use this in my airbrush. So that's going to be white. So let's take. Do I add water? That's the question. I don't know. So I just dipped my brush in there, and oh yeah, it's looking pretty solid. Okay, that's interesting. It acts like yeah, like a watercolor ink almost, which is what it is. All right, let's do artist acrylic ink. Unclear. Oh, yes. Let me put the top on because I don't want it to dry. These little cups with these little tops, these are just Jello shot cups. They're great. They keep ink or paint alive for a long time. They're not waterproof, airproof, but they're pretty close. Okay. I guess I won't use much water here. This feels like I'm painting with airbrush colors. That's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of transparent, isn't it? It's not good because I want something that's not that's opaque. What if I just dip directly down with no water? Yeah, kind of. Well, so I guess I don't have to add water. Oh yeah, okay. Lay that thing on thick, and it'll be more opaque-ish. But that's interesting. I thought it would be much more opaque. So that's a little bit of a minus. I'm a little worried about that. That would defeat the point. Try some of that perp. You heard me? Violet. Of course, you won't be able to see it here on the dark. Will it mix with? Huh. That's interesting. Wow. Cool patterns, man. Wow. Yeah, we're discovering this together. I don't. So I'm definitely going to have to brighten these up. I mean, or you won't be able to see it. I'm going to have to mix them with white. Possibly, Mr. Potter. Ooh, hell colors. The demons are coming. Man, this poor little paintbrush. It's actually a good paintbrush. Silver. I don't know why it's falling apart so bad. Ooh. Ooh. It's like, yeah, it's so much like a airbrush colors, like Createx. I see why they say it's okay for. Man, that thing is deep red. Okay, so it stops mixing once it dries. I'm just now. It's still a little wet right there, but okay. Wow. It almost. Wow. Duly noted on these patterns. That could be like wood or wool or something. Interesting. Très intéressant. Tu n'oubliez pas du café. Okay, let's get on that some of that orange. Okay, so they do come out rather dark. They're not bright. I need something that's a little brighter. It's got to be brighter than the colors of the painting. So it's almost like I need fluorescent. And they did have that at the store. Okay, I'm gonna dry off the paintbrush completely. This is a silver number 2, Renaissance. Renaissance. And then my little hairs is going bald. The little man is going bald. Oh, it's chunky. Oh, that's the only bad thing about these things is they get like, wow, that looks crazy. Looks like a comet tail. Wow. Okay. So they make fun little patterns. That's definitely something I'm learning. Patterns. P. Ooh, it's like scary movie font. Patterns. One man. One mission. One life. Gone for nothing. Oh, that's Patters. Patters. New film by. Wow. This acts just like Createx colors, like I'm painting with them. So once it dries, it won't really mix. You can just paint over it. And it looks like translucent. Oh, that'd be good for fire. Ooh. Borrowing from this undried. Oh, wow. Interesting. So this is a whole new way of painting that is blowing my mind because I'm used to being different, just so different. Okay, try a couple more here right now. Oh, don't forget to put the top on. These things are amazing, man. They keep things alive for a long time. That's a beautiful color. What is that, cyan? Cyan! Get your ass in the house right now. Oh, sorry about that. Ooh, that's a lovely blue. Woo! My God, that's a beautiful blue. That's almost like a good cartoon background. My God, that's lovely. I don't know even how they make that color. Dry brushing is off the chain with these. Dry brushing means this is what I'm doing. It's like the dry brush is kind of, oh, it's off the chain with these. Ooh. Now each one of these was like our average $7-8 at the Kona store. Actually, one of my favorite places, Moe's Art Supply, right there on is it Iberville or Bienville? I think it's Bienville. Okay, La Dernière. Well, this is my old one, but you know what? It's turquoise. This is Vert Foncé, dark green. Wow, look how dark that is. It's like Batman dark. Ooh, it just looks like almost black on here. Megatron dark. Ooh, not dark now. Now it's like spearmint. It looks like spearmint. These things look edible. That's cool. Ooh. Wow, that's super fun. Wow. Okay, so these are. I mean, this basically I just got more airbrush colors. Is sort of what happened as well. But like they're beautiful in their own way. Createx, watch out! You got some competition. And La Denier. See, this one chunkied up. It's like little chunks. I don't know what happened. Somehow the air got to it. Yeah, turquoise. Very similar to this blue. That blue is off the chain. Oh, I got tape on here. It's sticking to me. That blue is off the chain. Turquoise is, it's just another beautiful, yeah, it's turquoise. I mean, absolutely stunning colors. Well, the saturation of these colors I'm rating very high right now. The question is, I have to be able to not only use them to do reflections, but I have to be able to flick them. So I already know I got to add white to each one of these colors. Question is how much white? Nobody knows. No one knows. So my guess is that I'm gonna, let's do red. I think I'll have red, and then I'll have to add some of this white to it so it's brighter than the red of the painting. But how much white? Is it just gonna be pink now? Wow, you gotta add a lot of white. That's interesting. It didn't go very far. I cannot wait to airbrush some of this stuff. Okay. Let's test the flick. Give it a little. Let's give it a little. Give it a little flick test, boys. Everybody stand back. Woot, 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 woot. Clear the area. Woot. Let's go for another dippity dip. Why y'all acting like y'all scared of the paint? Ooh, whoa. Ooh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Okay, don't use this. Ooh, wow. That looks fantastic. Ooh, I want to do the orange. Let me try different. What's the best flickaroonie? Let's see. Maybe I'll just use this brush. I don't think I have to do anything. Does this mean I can't use my watercolor brushes with this? Oh, crap. Am I ruining my brushes? See, man. How am I supposed to know any of this stuff? Okay, I'm going to stop using these brushes. I'm worried that I'm damaging them. Because you got different kinds for different things. And right now, this must be abusing them. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. Go back into the waiting room, please. All right, let me get my acrylic and oil brushes. So I have to use my acrylic. Excuse me. I have to use my acrylic and oil brushes on the painting of a watercolor. So that's new info. And this has to be brighter. So it has to have white. And we know now that it takes a lot of white. Takes a lot of white to get them colors bright. Takes a lot of white. Ooh, that's superhero orange right there. Tu n'oubliez pas. Café. This is a little bit past the time I can drink coffee, because if I drink it after 1 or 1:30, I don't sleep good, and I know it's a little. Oh my God, it's 2:30. Yep. Well, there goes that REM cycle. All right. Okay, let's do it. All right, back up. Learn to splatter. Doot, 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 doot. Evacuate the premises. Evacuate the premises. Doot, doot. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Before I ruin my good watch and my clothes, because I didn't prepare for this at all, and not a single person evacuated. Okay, that is, I mean, amazing. So these things pass the test. The lesson learned is they are acrylic base, and I cannot use my regular brushes, my watercolor and gouache brushes with these, because it will ruin them. So let's try doing a couple of little lines, because I wanted to do the reflections. We'll try just white first. And since it's already a little translucent, maybe I can just go without any water and just go right to the painting. Yeah, I can't wait to use these inks. I could write letters with them when I write to my people who buy my stuff online. I usually try to write a little, you know, just a little thank you note and all that kind of stuff. And I could do some fun colors with it. Des couleurs amusants. All right, let me get my detail brush. Anybody knows how to like properly clean acrylic brushes? I feel like I'm just ruining all my brushes. They're all splayed out and. All right, so we're just gonna do a couple of tests of it, and then we'll try to add the cathedral, and that's gonna be a wrap. All right, so let me find a little test area. So I have some options here. I think I'm gonna go with my Winstonia fine line. I'm gonna try that first. If that don't work, I'm gonna go with my Escoda Mariel Científico Barcelona. Okay. Keep dipping in the water because I'm so used to watercolor. So I think a safe zone is probably going to be over here. Can y'all see that? It's going to be the safe zone. That means, you know, there we go. All right, let's see what this thing's going to do. Ooh. It gets watery real fast. I don't know if it's because of the water on the brush. Let me add a little more. Something, I don't know why it's so watery. So far, I'm loving it. Definitely loving it. It's not as it's nowhere near as opaque as I wanted. That is a minus. But ooh, that is working. That is working. It's working. E.T. It's really helped. Okay. Oh my God. It's amazing. I'd like to say thank you to the Academy, my director, my producer. But I wanted to do colored ink. So that's really helping it pop. Okay, so let's do some of the bars a little bit more because it was supposed to be really. It's supposed to be for the. Well, you know, it's I can't control the wateriness, so if you can't beat them, join them. Just go. Just you do what you can do. Play within the world. Don't play in a world you don't have. You know. I'm constantly having to readjust my expectations, which is the same in movies. All right, now these, I've noticed that these ironworks are all about the curved line. Curves. Very feminine, just very. Okay, and that's what sells the ironwork is little, almost complicated. They're like little they really are complex. I don't know how people ever made those things. Little patterns and just the little circles. We're just here, just breathe in, breathe out. Downward dog. Our chakras are aligned. I don't know what's too much. Like, am I doing this too much? Is this ruining? You know, I never. Well, that is quite freaking lovely. All right, so let me put. Um, ooh, that's really making a difference. Oh my. Oh my. He's having fun. I don't know whoa, why painting would be fulfilling. You know, I don't know what. I guess because you get to build the world and you don't have to hire contractors. You don't have to deal with property tax or building codes, ordinances, zoning. You could build whatever the hell you want whenever you want. You could demolish it without a permit. Oh, that was too much. My goodness. Is it just going to sop up when I do that? Oh, okay. can do all kind of fun details in the windows. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so let's add some color. So this would be, if I add color, I'm accentuating the highlights. What color would the highlights be, Marshall? Well, they wouldn't be green because the wall is green. So what color would the highlights be? The highlights would be the light source. The light source here is orange. We already pre-made some bright orange. So keep in mind, this is just the test area. If this starts looking good, I could use whatever worked there to the other sections in different ways. Because each section is its own little, the whole painting is its own little movie. It's true. Okay, so this would be, what would this be? If I do this, wow, it's almost exactly the same. Color is the orange. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's super fun. That's really fun. Man, with the white, it looks like safety orange. Without the white, it looks more like a regular old whatever. I know it's supposed to be loose. And it's like, Marshall, you're adding details again. Not supposed to be adding details. Loose, loose. But you know what? I want to add little things for people to do. I want to build the world, and you could look at this area and think about, oh yeah, of course, that's what they're doing. That's why it's like that. You could explore a little bit better. If it's loose, 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 you have less to explore. Okay. I might use this to color in these people. I feel like it's helped with the see, I don't know whether to do it white or orange. It feels like orange doesn't pop right. Maybe it feels better to do white and then accentuate the white with the translucent color. I think that'll be my approach. Try some of this yellow. Let me switch to a smaller brush. The smallest one I have is damaged and fans out, so this is the smallest brush. It's so translucent. Like, how do I get the colors to be thicker? So there's a weakness here. It's like a translucent. Okay, I'm learning. I'm learning. I mean, they're beautiful colors. There's no question that they're very happy about how saturated they are. Ooh, can I put a window up here? Oh, do that with watercolor, Marshall. Oh. Oof, that looks haunted. Ooh, that looks like a haunted room. Okay, I got some water on here. Just gonna spread it out. Wow, that looks cool. Ooh, that looks cool. Okay, let's do more haunted stuff. I like it when it's just very subtle, like that. Maybe one. Can I do one solid light bulb? Like a really, like a little light is on in there. Help me! Help me! No, this isn't a horror movie. This is supposed to be a happy painting. Yeah, no horror elements. Which means I need to turn that color a little bit more orange. Oh, it kind of has funny behaviors. Wow, it has funny behaviors when you drop it on wet like that. All right, that's I'm enjoying it. I just didn't realize how translucent it would be. That's a big minus because the whole point is to cover on top all those things. So, however, overall, I'm giving these things a pretty good score because the colors are just so beautifully saturated. Okay, now the last thing, which is kind of the hard part, is I have to use my Kyanite Genuine, boy, which is one of my favorite colors. It leaves the little glitter in it. It's got the letter P on it, which means something like it's got minerals in it or something. It leaves this. I just love that color. It's Kyanite Genuine Daniel Smith or Steel. Sorry, it's got to be pretty thick because let me look at my reference here, and then this will be the last thing we do, and then I'm gonna paint by myself. Okay, I got to get on my bifocals. So it's got okay. The most important thing is the cross at the top, which means it will go. It's a little dark, drawing a little bit too much attention to itself. Thankfully, most of it would be behind these buildings, so I don't really have to worry about the exact way that it looks, you know. Now, I'm scared that it looks like it's part of these houses, but I think I could do some tricky stuff over here that'll kind of relinquish some of that a little. Just trying to absorb back up some of the. I'm going to have to darken this in the foreground. I'm going to have to do something with that too. Because if the background is darker than the foreground, that's not good. However, I'm happy with that. That, you know, because this is a commission, and the client has pretty strong religious Christian, Judeo-Christian views, and they will probably be happy with that. Now, the last question that I can't seem to answer is, what street is this? This is an imaginary street in the French Quarter. It is not accurate to the geography whatsoever. And I've lived here 20 years. I'm damn no, I know for sure it's just not accurate at all. I realize it is a full dream. But what street sign do I don't want to put Bourbon, that's just done in everything. I want to put Toulouse or Iberville or Royal. Might do Royal. Royal. Even though it's clearly not at all any of these streets. I mean, they're, you know, or Decatur. I'd probably just stick to Royal. Or maybe I'll make it to where you can't even read what the street sign is. Or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to make a decision about that fairly soon. You know. Well, thanks for joining me here on the live. Not sure how long we went, but if you watched and learned anything, we learned together. You see me learning live. So I'm constantly doing experiments. Sometimes I fail. Today I did not fail. Thank God, because it would have been on the damn live stream. All right. Merci. À la prochaine, tout le monde.